Now, hello. We are back. BFREE in the quarantine. We have one of our, I'm not gonna say infamous, but one of our great producers, one of our podcast producers, um, artist outside of BRIC, dancer. Tell people about yourself or whatever a little bit, because I mean you're a
Yeah,
dancer, you're a podcaster, you do a lot of different things or whatever, and we're kind of like
yeah,
introducing people to like a different platform, a way of possibly recording and stuff like that. So yes.
yeah. I dance. I moved to New York City to dance professionally, but in the process of that, I started singing, and
Okay.
so I've done singing work. I've done some acting work. I just like to say I'm a jack or Jill of all trades. Depending on how I'm feeling.
I hear you.
I pick up skills. We just trying to make some money and be healthy at the same time.
So if you don't see, it's Katie Henderson.
My name is Katie. My name is actually Khadidra, but I go
we
by Katie. Cool. Yeah.
So talk to us. What type of stuff were you working on prior to this whole quarantine happening?
Well, it was a crazy time because for people that don't know, so I had a podcast. I started a podcast at the beginning of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And so by the time quarantine was just about to happen, I was really like reaching out to get more guests. I finished a really intense series at the end of 2019. It was like a
Okay.
money series about like what dancers make. But that was my first time doing episodes for someone else, like for a specific uh, group of people with a certain intention.
Okay.
And after that happened, I was like really I don't know, feeling insecure because I was like, did it work? I mean, and it was really geared towards a fundraiser. So I was like, we didn't make the money. I was feeling like we didn't make the money. It didn't work.
I know you
I
told
wasn't
me
super
you had
happy with
a
some of the conversations that I'd had because I'd never had those conversations before.
okay. Okay. I know
Go
you told
ahead.
me you had a
What
lot
was you
of
about to say?
podcasts in the can. How many did you make prior to this happening also?
Yeah, I had I think 38 or something like that. So like
Okay.
something like a solid like 30 episodes. And that was another thing too. Yes, I did this series and I was feeling like kind of insecure about it, but I had done a lot of episodes. And for people that don't know, I work alone. So like I'm
Mm-hmm.
finding guests, I'm paying guests, I'm editing. And at the time I started to get into sound design too. So I'm like using the real interview and I'm layering extra sounds. Yo, that's a lot of time. And for those who don't know, like I also have like 3 or 4 other jobs. Like my podcast was my fun thing.
Yeah.
It's taking a lot of time.
Yeah.
And so right around quarantine time, I was really just trying to figure out like, okay, I've been doing this for a year, though I'm happy with it. Like, how can I make it more sustainable?
Okay.
Because on top of being happy with the product, I also want to make sure that it's sustainable and like growing with me too. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't just because by the time quarantine happened, I was really I was working at a bookstore. I was talking to more authors. I felt like, and I needed the podcast to grow with me. And I was really in a lot of ways taking a lot of steps from dance, but dance is where I started with. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess quarantine kind of happened at the right time because I was already kind of like just thinking a lot about what was next, but it definitely put like a damper.
Is this quarantine like good for your mental process? Because I know you said you wasn't happy with some of the content, and so now you kind of got a chance to sit back and like just kind of revisit it and just see what's going on with there and try to figure out what you want to do going forward.
I It just depends on the day.
Okay.
Because like I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, I want to create the most beautiful thing during this time. Like I am
Mm-hmm.
very sad that people are dying. Like my family's in Houston and I'm
H
not
Town.
staying in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm not staying with my mama because they is crazy.
I got you.
Uh, and so like while yes, I've had time to think about the content that I want to produce, I'm also like coming to terms with like people are dying and the people that's dying look like me.
It's a real thing.
And like my mom is an essential worker. My
Mm-hmm.
aunt has COVID. She's an
Wow.
essential worker. So like it's also like putting in perspective, like, okay, if I'm going to produce something, I just want to make sure that it offers some kind of healing at the end of the day, which I think I already felt, because I felt like that was what I was
You
producing.
see what I'm doing?
But yeah, I just want to be mindful that like the things that I'm offering, I really believe in, and like I said, it offers some kind of healing. And I don't know if that was as clear before this. And I
Gotcha.
also don't know what's going to happen after this.
Absolutely.
But I want to make it important just going forward.
So what type of stuff are you working on right now? While we are, because you said you are trying to do things that are influential, put people in a positive space. Because a lot of people have a lot of things going on. People have families in other places,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like yourself, you have family in the South. I have family in the South as well. So so for some people that don't have, they are not like myself, where they have portions of their family that's in New York. It could be a huge strain for individuals. So what type of stuff are you doing now, I guess, to keep yourself busy?
Yeah. So in terms of producing stuff, this is probably the most I've sang in a long time. Like, I do sing partially because like I have fun singing, but like that is, I would say, like a part of how I'd hope to bring in income once this settles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working with a vocal coach, just like making sure my voice is strong. I shared a video on Instagram today of just a song that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
I teamed up with this online bookstore because I worked at an independent bookstore and I did get laid off. So I just have been promoting other authors that I really enjoy. I feel like books are a great thing to kick back and do right now because you ain't got nothing but time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing my best to just like promote stories that either A, a lot of people aren't talking about, or B, books that I just really, really, I really loved and they offered me some kind of healing. And even the way that I'm promoting it, it's me like talking to you on my story, like you getting me in real time versus like words.
Absolutely.
Just so that you, like, when I laugh, you laugh. When I'm sad, you sad. Just getting that like interpersonal communication.
Yeah.
But when full disclosure, I stopped. So when this all happened, I was scrolling heavy. Like I was like waking up, scrolling, going to bed, watching YouTube videos. And that lasted for like 2 weeks. And I was like, no, this ain't me.
That's not it.
I'm not really somebody that stay on social media like that. So now I make a point, if I'm going on social media, it's for a purpose. If I see something that I like, I'll like it, but I don't just spend oodles and boodles on social media.
So it seems like you kind of figured out that you kind of need to still have some structure with all this uncertainty was going on, just to kind of keep yourself, sane or whatever.
Yeah, I have a pretty strict morning routine. I don't look at my phone until after I've like journaled, I've meditated, and I brush my teeth and wash my face.
Well, that's important.
Like, that is, yeah, but I don't touch my phone until then. Like I have it very clear. My phone is like on the other side of the room. She over there charging, she's living her best life over there alone. And I'm living my best life over here alone. Then after that, I'd like try to make a juice. I'll do some yoga.
I saw you had some juice earlier. What was that about? You had your green juice.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Before the year started, I was like, I really want to get into juicing. I'm a big person on goals. And so my roommate, who is not here, shout out to her, bought a juicer. I didn't have to buy one. And so this week I just been trying to like get juice. So this has romaine, kale, a carrot, some ginger.
You got a lot of going on, some antioxidants and all type of other stuff going on.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, and today is Friday, so I'm trying to be like really good to myself, and I put some pineapple in it. I don't know if y'all know, but if you juice pineapple, it cuts the flavor of everything because it's so acidic, but also sweet. Honey, put that with some kale. It's a wrap. You ain't gonna taste nothing. Yes.
Do the thing.
But yeah, routine has been like really, really special. Like I even have a pretty set night routine too. Just again, I feel like it can be a little misleading to be like, Katie, you're always alone, to like need alone time. But just because I'm alone don't mean I'm like focusing on myself. And so I try to carve out like very specific pockets of time that is just my time to not really do anything except talk to myself just to see, like, ask myself.
And it's nothing
how
wrong
I'm
with
doing.
that. A lot of people, they, I guess in the past they would deem that it's crazy. But I feel like sometimes you get the realest advice from yourself.
Yo, like, people ask you how you doing, and you be like, shit.
I'm actually not
how
doing
am I?
fine.
But if you don't take that time to, like, ask it, or, like, even this week in particular, like, it's like, what do I need? Like, what kind of care do I need? Because as the days change, the level of care that I need, it looks different.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I can give myself some of that care, if I can give myself an opportunity to just be compassionate to myself, to tell myself that, like, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to get lonely.
Yes.
I feel like
it's okay.
So I don't, when I do get a chance to talk to people, which I do a lot, I'm not leaning so much on them because I've had an opportunity to kind of give it to myself a little bit. That way that person don't feel like, oh my gosh, Katie is, or I gotta hold her up.
It's a matter of having expectations for people that they don't necessarily know about. And a lot of times you look for people to make you happy when you got to make sure you're happy from the jump. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. At least try to put something in the cup.
Absolutely.
If it's like a collection plate going around, make sure you put something in your own collection plate before you.
Yeah. Well, you know, like Snoop said, everybody got their cups, but they ain't chipped in. You got to put something in that cup. So question for you. Right. So question for you. What are you looking forward to once this is over, when outside opens up? Because I am optimistic. Yeah, we want to know. This is going up on the channels. Everybody wants to know.
I cannot wait for the opportunity to make out, because when I tell you, the CDC said that kissing is the number one thing you should not be doing right now. And I was just like, but why?
Katie the lover.
Why? Look, I don't even want second, third, fourth base. I really, really just want to kiss and not think I'm gonna get the damn boob on the plate. When I say I really can't wait to, like, I want a good makeout session. I want somebody to be like, oh my gosh, Katie, you're so pretty. Oh my gosh, Katie, your cheeks are so cute. I just want you to be all in. Touch my face, touch my eyes, touch my nose, touch me all in my face.
I hear you. Listen, everything is different. I'm glad you're approaching this whole situation a whole lot differently, and it's not like affecting you like that. I appreciate you. Question for you: where can they reach you? Your social media, like you said, you are singing, you are dancing, you're doing a lot of stuff. So where can people see you? And potentially somebody may see this and want to be a guest on your show.
Yeah, so I am Khadidra Smiles. That's KADIEDRE Smiles on Instagram. I'm Katie Henderson on Facebook. I check that from time to time. My email is Katie, KADIE Smiles.NYC @gmail. You can email me. My podcast is We Making It. It's available on all podcasting streams. Check it out. Let me know what you think. But you can also search the hashtag We Making It, and I'll come up that way too.
Okay, thank you. So hopefully your family in Houston is fine. You're part of the BRIC.
Yes, how's your family? Your family's good?
Yeah, everybody's good down in Atlanta in North Carolina and all that. They cool. But yeah, we just checking in, making sure everybody is fine. Like I said, this is going up on the channels. Also, if you are interested in taking some classes, we do have classes that we offer online as well. On top of that, we have a weekly like a producer forum just for people to kind of talk to one another. So you're more than welcome to that. It's at 1 p.m. on Thursdays. So you know, we can talk after this and we'll let you know. But thank you. And we will.
My pleasure, Shaun.
Thank you.